Antonio, Texas. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from San Antonio. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. From the gun, here's Williams. Under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How do they get in there and knock another one away? I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he whips that one incomplete there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5. Now 2nd and 9. To throw, Williams. He finds his man, complete. That's Rhodes. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, what an exciting time here in this great city. Of course, it's no stranger to big-time sports. They've had the NBA team here, but now a relocation franchise in the NFL. And these fans, they could not be more excited for what it's going to mean for this city. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding Green complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. To the air, Williams.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Pearson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They toss it to Thompson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Here's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
To throw, it's Williams.
This is complete to Hawkins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Throwing again here, Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Williams.
Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Back out comes San Antonio. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Brings up 2nd down at the 30-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
It's Jackson again on the reception.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after try forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rhodes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Again, 13 yards. And a first down.
Thompson between the tackles. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Second and 13. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Back out comes San Antonio. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2.
He'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll look to throw here. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw here. Going underneath to the tight end Green. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
2nd and 15. Over the middle, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And caught, right side, Green. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Right side caught by Jackson. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They'll look to throw again.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Back to throw again. Going underneath to the tight end, Green. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is indeed good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation,
That's true.
right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is complete to Hawkins. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now Williams, a final shot before break. He's going to float this one deep right side.
That is incomplete.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you, and that one all tied.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Right back to him on first down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's going the other way. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that
play
they have
is
it
under
right.
review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2nd and 1.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 catches for him now, and his last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And they'll send the slot in motion left. That's caught by Jackson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation. One that they have.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and that'll keep this a 9-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10.
He finds Parker.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Play action. Now Williams.
He finds his man, complete. It's Pearson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll go as a 16-yard gain as they pick up the first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's Williams.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
To throw, it's Williams.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown. from 3 yards out. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. That time a 9-play drive. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going underneath to the tight end Green. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA. Back now in San Antonio. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And it's caught. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now a conversion to make it a two-score game and a solid lead.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The visitors' offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Throwing is Williams.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Throwing after the interception. Williams. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. To the air. Williams. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jackson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence. And
it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the gun, here's Williams.
Eluding the pressure. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
And on now is the punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Powers through. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
And the ball is knocked out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now, the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Forbes. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one complete to Ingram. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Williams going to look to throw again.
He finds his man, complete. That's Rhodes. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw again.
Over the middle, he's got Parker.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Ingram. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
To the air once more, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
To throw, Williams.
And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the catch.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On fourth down, here's Williams.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Back out comes San Antonio. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
Fights him off. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
55 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for San Antonio, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.